What if I told you that some of the most potent healing tools aren't locked away in pharmacies, but are growing wild around you, in ditches, empty lots, and maybe even in your own backyard? These are the plants our grandparents relied on, the same ones that healed soldiers on battlefields long before hospitals or modern medicine existed. Most people don't realize it, but while we rush to the drugstore for every little ache or cut, nature has been providing remedies for thousands of years. Plants backed by real scientific studies. Today, I'm going to show you 20 of these incredible medicinal plants that could completely change the way you think about natural healing. Stick around, because number 17 has been used for over 2,000 years, and modern research just confirmed it fights antibiotic-resistant bacteria. And number 20. It's so powerful that it was the original aspirin, long before aspirin existed, and it might be growing in a ditch near you right now. Now, let's jump into the 20 forgotten medicinal plants, ranked from impressive to truly extraordinary. 1. Chunjula, the wound healer. Also known as pot marigold, chunjula is a bright orange flower with a long history in herbal medicine. Medieval soldiers carried it into battle to treat cuts and wounds, earning it the nickname, the war flower. Even without surgeons, antibiotics, or sterile tools, chunjula helped wounds heal cleanly and prevented infections. Calendula officinalis grows easily in most gardens, producing cheerful orange and yellow blooms from spring to frost. Modern studies confirm what warriors already knew: extracts from these flowers speed up healing for burns, surgical wounds, and cuts. The secret lies in compounds called terpenoids and flavonoids, which have genuine anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects. Making a simple chunjula salve is easy. Infuse the dried flowers in oil, and you've got a natural remedy that accelerates healing for minor injuries. It may have been overlooked because you can't patent a flower, but for anyone seeking safe, effective wound care, chunjula is still ready and waiting in gardens everywhere. Think of it as your backyard's own emergency room. 2. Sea buckthorn, the Himalayan skin healer. Sea buckthorn might be the ultimate forgotten superfood for skin. This spiky shrub with bright orange berries has been used for centuries in Tibetan, Russian, and Chinese medicine to support skin and mucous membrane health. Its berries and seeds are packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and a rare omega-7 fatty acid that promotes healing from the inside out. Russian cosmonauts even used its oil in space to protect against radiation. Today, studies show sea buckthorn oil helps with dry skin, eczema, dermatitis, dry eyes, and even postmenopausal vaginal dryness. The reason it faded from Western medicine? It grows in harsh, remote areas like the Himalayas and Siberia. But you can grow it in colder climates, and supplements make it accessible to anyone seeking to restore skin and mucus health naturally. 3. Comfrey, the bone knitter. Comfrey has a name that says it all. For centuries, its roots and leaves were applied to broken bones, sprains, bruises, and torn tissue, and people swore it sped up healing. Modern research confirms it. Compounds in comfrey, like allantoin, stimulate cell growth, repairing damaged tissue faster. Comfrey is for external use only, since some compounds can harm the liver if ingested. But as a salve or cream, it's safe and effective. You can make one by infusing the dried root in oil and adding beeswax. Though it's been overshadowed by casts and X-rays, comfrey remains a top natural healer for soft tissue injuries. 4. Mullein, the lung cleaner. Mullein is the tall plant with fuzzy leaves and yellow flower spikes you might have seen in vacant lots. Known for centuries as a remedy for coughs, bronchitis, and chest congestion, it's called the lung's best friend by herbalists. Its leaves contain saponins that help clear mucus naturally. Traditional use involved making a tea from dried leaves, while the flowers could be infused for ear infections. Modern reviews confirm its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial benefits. Unlike cough syrups that only suppress symptoms, mullein helps your lungs actually clear out toxins, free, wild, and effective. 5. Plantain weed, the trailside healer. Known by Native Americans as white man's footprint, because it seemed to follow European settlers everywhere. Plantain is a humble weed with incredible healing powers. It's perfect for cuts, burns, insect bites, and infections, and modern research confirms what generations of hikers and foragers already knew. Studies show plantain has genuine wound healing, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial effects. One clinical trial in Iran even found plantain ointment sped up second-degree burn recovery better than standard treatments. Traditionally, people would chew or crush a fresh leaf and apply it directly to a wound or sting. Pain and swelling would start to subside within minutes. You can also brew a strong tea from the dried leaves to clean wounds or soothe irritated skin. We often forget plantain because it's just a weed, growing in sidewalks, lawns, and trails. But for minor injuries, it's immediate, free, and incredibly effective, a little emergency room at your feet. 6. Yarrow, the soldier's herb. Yarrow is nature's original first aid kit. Historically, soldiers carried dried yarrow to treat wounds, and for good reason. It's both a hemostatic, stops bleeding, and a vulnerary, heals wounds. Its compounds promote clotting, reduce inflammation, and speed up healing. The plant grows wild across North America and Europe, producing clusters of tiny white or pink flowers. You can brew a tea to reduce fever and inflammation or crush fresh leaves to pack into cuts and scrapes. Yarrow got overshadowed by modern clotting agents and antiseptics, but for hikers, campers, or anyone working outdoors, it's a wild medic you can always rely on. 7. Self-heal, the miracle plant. Self-heal, or Prunella vulgaris, earned its name honestly. Traditional healers used it for wounds, mouth ulcers, sore throats, and inflamed tissue, trusting it enough to give it the ultimate herbal title. Modern studies confirm its effectiveness. Self-heal has anti-inflammatory and wound-healing properties and even disrupts bacterial biofilms, those protective layers that make infections harder to treat. You can gargle a strong tea for sore throats or apply crushed leaves to minor cuts. Its particular strength is working on mucous membranes, making it perfect for mouth ulcers and throat inflammation. Common and easy to grow, self-heal remains a quiet powerhouse of natural healing. 8. Agrimony, the throat soother. Agrimony, Agramonia eupatoria, was a favorite of medieval herbalists for the mouth, throat, and digestive tract. It produces tall spikes of tiny yellow flowers and has been used as a gargle for sore throats and tea for mild digestive issues. The plant contains tannins, natural astringents that tone inflamed tissues. Traditionally, a strong tea from the dried aerial parts would be gargled for sore throats or drunk for mild diarrhea. Found in meadows and woodland edges, agrimony is gentle yet effective, a natural throat lozenge that heals rather than just numbs. 9. White horehound, the original cough drop. Before cough drops existed, there was white horehound, Marubium vulgar. This bushy perennial was used for centuries to relieve productive coughs and bronchitis. Its compound, marubian, stimulates bronchial secretions, helping clear mucus naturally. People traditionally made strong teas or boiled it with sugar into candy lozenges. Unlike modern cough suppressants that only silence the symptom, white horehound helps your lungs actually clear congestion. Though overshadowed by synthetic medicines, it's still growing in herb gardens and remains a safe, effective way to turn stubborn coughs into productive relief. 10. Boneset, the flu fighter. Boneset, Eupatorium perfoliatum, was a go-to remedy during 19th-century flu epidemics. Named for its ability to relieve the break-bone fever, aches of influenza, it was a household staple. People brewed hot teas from its dried leaves and flowers at the first signs of flu. Fever, chills, body aches, and exhaustion. Ethnobotanical sources describe it as a fever reducer and immune stimulant. Boneset grows in wet meadows and along streams, producing flat clusters of white flowers in late summer. While modern trials are limited, its historical use and survival in traditional medicine speak volumes. 11. Blue vervain, the nervous system soother. Blue vervain, Verbena hastata, has long been valued as a nervine, a plant that calms and strengthens the nervous system. Herbalists used it for stress, anxiety, tension, headaches, and insomnia, basically all the modern stress problems we face today. Research and traditional knowledge both suggest it helps relax the nervous system without sedating you. The plant grows in wet meadows and ditches, producing tall spikes of purple-blue flowers. The aerial parts are harvested and brewed into tea, often sweetened with honey because it's bitter. Traditionally, a cup in the evening helped people wind down and sleep better, or it could be taken during the day for general nervous tension. Forgotten in the era of pharmaceutical sedatives, blue vervain offers a gentle, natural way to reset your nervous system. Think of it as a calming hand on your shoulder from the plant world. 12. Elecampane, the deep lung tonic. Elecampane, Inula helenium, was the go-to remedy for stubborn lung problems. Chronic bronchitis, lingering chest congestion, or post-pneumonia coughs. Its roots contain sesquiterpene lactones with antitussive, antimicrobial, and soothing effects. Traditionally, roots were simmered into long decoctions, sometimes combined with other lung herbs, taken in small doses over weeks to gradually strengthen the respiratory system. Modern studies confirm its antimicrobial action against respiratory pathogens. Though it requires patience, elecampane rebuilds lung health instead of just masking symptoms, something antibiotics can't do. 13. Toothache plant, instant oral pain relief. The toothache plant, Spilanthes spp, is aptly named. Chewing a fresh flower or leaf produces a tingling, numbing effect in your mouth within seconds. Traditional healers used it for toothaches, sore throats, and mouth ulcers, and modern research confirms its anesthetic and analgesic properties. It's a small annual with red and yellow, cone-shaped flowers. Perfect for natural oral pain relief, this plant delivers instant results, like a dental anesthetic growing in your garden. 14. Oregon grape, the skin healer. Oregon grape, Mahonia aquifolium, is a spiky evergreen shrub, with yellow flowers and blue berries, used for chronic skin conditions like psoriasis and eczema. Its root and stem bark contain berberine and other alkaloids with antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties. Applied topically or used as tea for internal support, Oregon grape improves skin health over weeks of consistent use. Though it was once overlooked because it grows mainly in the Pacific Northwest, it's a clinically backed herb for stubborn skin issues. 15. Yellow dock, the liver and digestion ally. Yellow dock, Rumex crispus, is a classic, alternative, herb, supporting digestion, constipation relief, and overall detoxification. Its roots are rich in bitter compounds and anthraquinones, which stimulate bile production and promote liver function. Traditionally, small regular doses of yellow dock root, usually in tea or tincture, helped resolve chronic skin issues and sluggish digestion by gently encouraging the body's natural elimination processes. Forgotten in favor of laxatives and liver medications, yellow dock reminds us to support the body rather than force it. 16. Usnea, the wilderness antibiotic. Usnea, or old man's beard, is a lichen that grows hanging from trees in clean, unpolluted areas. Its compounds, particularly usnic acid, have strong antimicrobial activity, including against some antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Traditionally, fresh usnea was crushed and applied to wounds or made into a tincture as a natural antiseptic. Slow-growing and requiring sustainable harvesting, usnea is like a wilderness first aid kit that quietly fights infection. 17. Barberry, the ancient antimicrobial. Barberry, Berberis vulgaris, has been used for over 2,000 years. Its inner bark and roots contain berberine, a compound with antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and digestive benefits. Research confirms it helps combat bacteria, fungi, parasites, and even supports blood sugar and cholesterol balance. Traditional medicine from Persia, Ayurveda, and China relied on barberry for digestive infections and inflammation. Though forgotten due to its thorny nature and the rise of antibiotics, it's making a comeback as modern science recognizes its potency. 18. Red clover, the field medicine flower. Red clover, Trifolium pratense, has been valued for skin health, inflammation, and women's health for centuries. Its flowers contain isoflavones with mild estrogenic effects, helpful for menopausal hot flashes. Topical use soothes skin conditions like eczema and psoriasis, while tea supports long-term internal healing. Once overlooked because it grows everywhere, red clover remains a gentle, reliable medicine for chronic conditions. 19. Sassafras, the historical fever fighter. Sassafras, Sassafras albidum, was used by Native Americans and early settlers for fevers, rheumatism, and digestive complaints. Its roots and bark contain aromatic oils with warming, stimulating effects. However, it also contains safrole, which can be toxic in large amounts. Today, its historical use serves as a lesson in combining traditional knowledge with modern safety research. 20. Metasweet, the original aspirin. Metasweet, Filipendula ulmaria, was the inspiration for modern aspirin. Its flowers and leaves contain salicylates, the compounds that synthetic aspirin is based on. Unlike modern aspirin, metasweet traditionally relieved pain, fever, and inflammation without irritating the stomach. Grown in wet meadows and along streams, it's a fragrant, slightly sweet herbal tea for headaches, arthritis, pain, and digestive discomfort. Metasweet shows how traditional plant medicine often offers a gentler, balanced alternative to modern synthetics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.